Hey everybody, it is Tuesday, February 7th, 2012. This is Talk to Me Tuesday number 28. Um, don't really have a whole lot crafty to show this week. I'm going to try and make this quick because I am waiting on a friend of mine to come hopefully help me get something done with this stupid car. So yeah, I want to try and get this done so it can be uploaded before he gets here, but don't know if that's going to happen. So, first off, Alia, quick message to you. Everything is completed and done. Um, had to find a box. I'm pretty sure I found the right size box. So your stuff will be going out tomorrow morning. I will try and find out a date that it should, rough arrival time, and I will message you and let you know. So I hope you enjoy what you get. So yeah, just to let you know. I think that's, shouldn't be a problem. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm sure a lot of people are going to recognize this little piece of equipment. Okay, and these cute little thingies here. I think when you're young, this is like one of the first crafts some of us learn to do before we even learn to like crochet or sew or whatever. I know one of the things I learned was to make pot holders. You actually don't have to just make pot holders with this. I used to do all kinds of stuff with it. Actually, mine was metal, and it was held together with a bolt and wing nuts, and you had to put it together, and you could actually change the size of the squares you made on it, which was cool. I don't know if I still have that one because it's been like a long, long time. But yeah, this, I just went to Walmart's. I know I have this loom. I know I have everything somewhere in all my craft stuff, but I decided because I enjoyed doing this, and this is kind of fun. I can take it, and if I have to stop, I can stop. I don't have to count. But I wanted to get one of these so I could make a bunch of these. Not just because we always need pot holders, but right now these are not going to be used for pot holders. I'm actually going to take these and put them together. I want to make a bag that I can carry stuff to work in. So, I got 5 done, which was all I could get out of the loops that they supplied. But I did buy another thing of loops, and I am going to make a bunch of these because it's so hard to find just the loops anywhere. I haven't been able to get to a craft store because of my car, but as soon as I can, I will go to a craft store and see if I can find a bag of loops, because I want to make a bunch of these. I want to make a fairly good sized bag, not monstrous huge, but So I need at least 14 of these to make the bag. So, and then, of course, like I said, we always need pot holders. So, of course, I'll have to have some to make pot holders. And I'd like to do a couple extra to put inside to make, like, pockets on the inside. I was thinking of, like, 2 together like this to put knitting needles in. One to put, like my little thing I carry my needles and stuff in. So, yeah. So eventually you'll see that, but, I like doing these. When friends of mine were like, oh, good for you. I like doing them. Next, my daughter's birthday is tomorrow. And, of course, I had to make her a forever cake, and she has already seen it, so I can show it. I gave it to her a day early so that I could show it on my Talk to Me Tuesday video this week. So here is my daughter's. She is going to have a chocolate cake with, it's strawberry mist, I believe is the name of the icing that she is going to have. She actually wanted a strawberry cake with chocolate icing, but of course they didn't have a strawberry cake. So she went the other way around. So if she had done the strawberry cake with chocolate icing, this would be the other way. But here's her forever cake. And it has Happy Birthday Sasha on it. I did a little extra, you know. I didn't want to do my son's really frilly because he is, after all, a boy. Excuse me, a man. So I didn't want to do his too frilly. So there is her forever cake. If anybody knows, I haven't seen them yet, but if anybody knows, can find the alphabet in these beads. I can't find numbers. So if anybody has seen the numbers in the flatter alphabet beads, I'd appreciate it if you could let me know where. That would be great. So there's her cake. She has now got a forever birthday cake for herself. I still have 2 more to go. But I think I have to come up with a forever brownie because my one son has really just been bugging me. He wants brownies for his birthday. So I think I have to create a forever brownie just for him. Which I think I can. So anyway, onward. Socks. Hey, guess what? I got a pair of socks. No, this is not the pair of socks I was working on. This is not the pattern I was working on. That has been put on the back burner. Whoops, kitty coming through. Come on. That has kind of been put on the back burner at this point in time because I am just, I keep running into too many issues with it, and I am not going to, right now I don't have it in my head to deal with it. But I had made the same exact pair of socks before. If anyone is familiar, there is 2 sites. One is Crochet Pattern Central. The other is Knitting Pattern Central. Thousands of crochet patterns, thousands of knitting patterns. If you've never made a pair of socks, I mean never picked up a pair of double-pointed needles and made yourself a pair of socks before, and you really want to try but you want something easy, this is the pair to go with. Knitting Pattern Central, look under socks and go to Allie's Anklets. And let me tell you, very simple, very easy pattern. There is one mistake in the pattern, and I think it was just when she was typing the pattern up, she put the wrong number in. But it's easy to see that it was a mistake, so you can correct it just like that, not a problem. But if anybody wants to know ahead of time and you are looking to make a pair of socks, just message me and I'll tell you where the mistake is. But it's very simple. They're done, her pattern, she used worsted weight yarn in a size 5. I made them with the worsted weight yarn in the size 5. The only problem is they came out a little too loose. So they work great though. I mean, for wearing around the house, keeping your feet warm in the winter, they work really well. But I decided this time I was going to stick to the worsted weight yarn, but I dropped down to a size 4 needle. And it worked out perfect. These socks fit perfectly. They're comfortable, they're warm, they're soft. I made them using the yarn my daughter had purchased for me when she got my size 0s, and it's the Karen Simply Soft in Oceana. And my kitty is trying to sit on it. That's the color. And I made them with that. And I used a size 4 needle. And I actually, instead of working to 1 3/4 inches before the end, the final length, I actually did it even less and found that it worked out better because by the time you work the toe section. So yeah, hey look, a pair of socks, and I actually started them Sunday night at work, and before I came home I had an entire sock done. All I had to do was the toe. And she does gather the toe up. She does just gather the stitches together. First time I did them a Kitchener stitch. This time I did them her way. Next time I'm going to use a 3 needle bind off, and I think that'll work. So yeah, cool. Got a pair of socks. That's the second pair. Woohoo! So I'm proud. Little polymer clay work gone on here recently. I was working on something else which I'll show you in just a few minutes, and my son was down here, the one who used to do my editing, and he asked me to make him a turtle with some of the clay that was just sitting there left over. So here's his little turtle. I turn him this way because we put some little pebbles in his back. So he has some cute little pebbles. The clay is a little mixture of blue and silver. He has tiny little pebbles for his eyes. And then when I was sitting doing another one of what I'm going to show you soon, I made another little turtle. We call him Julie's because he's covered with little pebbles that look like little jewels. So I found these little pebbles at Walmart's because I was looking for something to go with what I was going to try. So, for all you Harry Potter fans out there, my daughter and I had gone to Barnes & Noble and they had this whole display of Harry Potter stuff, and they had the wands on there, and I was looking, I'm like, wow, those are really cool, you know. I like stuff like that. So, excuse me, I decided, you know, wheels start turning, and then I see different things. I'm like, oh, that would be like really cool if that would work. So, I decided to take some polymer clay, some of the pebbles. I actually have a marble on this one, and a wooden dowel, and make a wand. So here is my wand. Hope you can see that. I have a marble on the handle, tip of the handle. I have some little pebbles around here. I've got some pebbles around here and some around here, and then I have one in the very tip. This is my wand. First one I made. I actually like it for its simplicity. I actually like it, you know, back to basics, nothing really. Through trial and error, this took me over 2 hours to make, believe it or not, you know, because when I first started out I had no clue. And then when I figured out how I have to do it, this is what I came up with. So there is my wand. It's over 12 inches long, top to bottom. So that's mine. Then I wanted to try something a little fancier, you know, and I made this one. And I'm trying to hold them against my arm so you can see them better. This has a flower on top. It actually has a stone, a glass bead in there, kind of like a spiral eye looking effect. And I just wound down the whole thing with some green like a vine and just put some various stones around it. We have stones around the base of the green, and then we have stones between the main body and the tip. And there again, we have a really nice bead in the center there. So, just something, you know, I thought it would be cool to try out and see. You know, I get these ideas and I'm like, oh, let's give it a shot. And then I said, I wonder, of course me, gotta shrink things down. So I decided to try something smaller, and this is what I came up with. Once again, got a bead in the top, got a bead in the bottom, got some red glass beads around the center, and then I just took some white polymer clay and did kind of like a lacy effect around the handle part itself, and then just did a little lacy work at the tip. And this one is a lot shorter. As you can see, it's like half the size of one of these. So this is your carry it with you every day wand. So if you got somebody you just want, you're a frog. Sorry. But yeah, I like to shrink things down. So that was what I came up with. Those are my polymer clay wands. They do take a lot of time, believe it or not. They take about 2 to 2.5 hours depending on what you're doing, sometimes longer if you're getting like really intricate. So, but that was the fun for this week. Anyway, I think that's about it for me. I'm going to make more of these, and if anybody knows a place you can get like large quantities for a good price on the loops for these, let me know. Because I think I'd like to make a little mat for in front of my chair and stuff too. But other than that, like I said, anybody interested in making a pair of socks for the first time, Knitting Pattern Central, Allie's Anklets, excellent pair of socks. Other than that, I think that's about it for me. I am going to hopefully get this edited and uploaded before I hear from my friend. Other than that, I'm out. So, happy birthday, young lady. Of course, you live with me, so I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Other than that, for me, it's goodbye. For you, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, whatever it is. I do hope you have a great one, and I'm wishing you all a very crafty week and crafty weekend. And Alia, I will be letting you know when your package should arrive. So, everyone, adios, I'm out. Bye.